So one complex way could be something like this. All right? Or, okay? And so today I'm going to show you just a little 2-5-1 lick that instead of just playing these same simple chords, you can play this lick right here. Hey, what's going on, Worship Leader Hangout? Dave in here, and if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know that I often talk about music as a language, just like there's gospel, there's jazz, there's Christian contemporary music, folk music, country music. Those are languages within themselves, and in each language, you can say a sentence in a simple way or in a much complex way. What I mean by example is this. You can say the sentence, the dog ran across the street. You can add some complexity to that sentence by saying, the Pomeranian dashed across the street. I can even add more complexity to that by saying, the Harlequin Great Dane dashed down Strawn's alley. Like in each sentence, I added a bit more detail to it. Well, whenever you're learning a musical language, like a genre, you can learn more details that will help you to play that genre in a much more refined way. So, for example, in gospel music, a very common progression that we use, so you can think of this progression as a sentence, would be the 2-5-1 progression. So if I'm in the key of C and I'm going to F, a 2-5-1 that I can use to get to F would be G minor 7, C 9, to an F major 7. Right? So I've added some complexity in getting me to this F major chord. I made it a major 7. And then to get to the chord, instead of just going from C to F, I played a G minor 7, a C9 to an F major 7, okay? And so you can add even more complexity to that, which helps you sound more refined. So today we're going to look at a 2-5-1 lick. So the reason why I'm already jumping in this area is because I know that I've talked about the 2-5-1 progression literally probably over 50 times on the channel and a ton more times on my other channel and on my website. However, we don't often look at more complex ways of playing this 2-5-1 progression. So one complex way could be something like this. All right? Or, okay? And so today I'm going to show you just a little 2-5-1 lick that instead of just playing these same simple chords, you can play this lick right here. In my left hand, I'm playing a G minor chord. Now, the screen is probably not saying G minor at all. The screen is probably saying something like a B major 7, B flat major 7, or something like that. However, it's a rootless G minor, okay? And I'm not playing the G here, which makes it rootless, okay? And I'm doing that, and then all I'm doing is going down to a C 13. Now, the screen is probably not saying that either, right? That's because the C is missing. It's a rootless C13, okay? So, this is my G minor 7. This is my C13 to my F major 7, okay? And in my right hand, I'm playing okay? And what I'm doing is I'm playing E, going to the A, G, C, A. Okay? So that's how you play this little bit more advanced sentence, okay? Now, how would we apply this sentence in, like, let's say an entire paragraph or a song, all right? Trying to keep up with the grammar analogies here, okay? So an entire sentence. Let's say we take a song. Let's say "As the Deer." So we have "As the deer panted for the waters of my soul." So on "Waters of My Soul," I'm playing. It's that same 2-5-1 progression going to F. Well, now I can use this more complex sentence. The waters of my soul. Okay? All right. Another song could be "What a Friend We Have in Jesus." What a friend we have in Jesus. Okay? All right? And so you often you have to find places where it can fit. Okay, let's do one more song for an example. We have "Holy, Holy, Holy." Holy, 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 Lord God. All right. The reason why it may even sound a little bit better in "Holy, Holy, Holy" than in some of the other places is because there was no other competing melody. So there was not the melody of the song necessarily competing for the entire phrase of this little lick. Okay? So that's the lick. Now, it's very important for you to understand how do you play this in other keys, okay? Well, we need to understand what's going on here, okay? So we should already know that we're using a 2-5-1 lick going to the 4th degree of the major scale. So we're going to an F, which is the 4th chord within the C major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4. F is the 4, and we're playing a 2-5-1 of F. So we're playing G minor 7, C7 to an F major 7. And if we're thinking within the F major scale, G minor is the 2, C is the 5, and F is the 1. Okay, so that's where we're getting our 2-5-1 from. We're thinking in the scale of the chord that we're going to. Okay, we're going to F, so we're thinking for a moment within the F major scale, and we're playing the 2-5-1 of the F major scale. All right, so that's where all that's coming from. All right, so that's what's going on. First off, theoretically, then we need to be thinking about, okay, what are these extensions that we're playing? Okay, so this is a G minor 9, this is a C13, and F major 7, okay? Now, and then we're playing the rootless versions of that, all right? Okay, and then in our right hand, we have, if we just take all those notes and we look at them together, really we have a C6 chord, okay? We can just think of a C6 chord in first inversion, okay? So first inversion would be taking the chord like this and moving it up like this, okay? All right? Once we understand that, we can begin to apply this to our other keys, okay? So let's say we're going to the key of F. So we have, we're in the key of F. We're going to the 4th of F, all right? We're going to a B flat, okay? Now we're going to play the 2-5-1 of B flat, which is going to be C minor 9. We're going to play an F13, and we're going to play a B flat major 7, okay? And in our right hand, we're going to play an F6 chord. That tells us our notes, and we're going to move that into first inversion. Okay, so now, this is what we're going to have. Okay? So, that helps move us into another key. Let's try it in one more key, all right? Let's do this in the key of G. Okay, so we're in the key of G. We're going to find the chord that we're going to, which is going to be C, which is our 4. We're going to play the 2-5-1 of C, which is going to be D minor 7, D minor 7, G7, G13, sorry, to a C major 7, okay? Now I'm playing the rootless versions of all of those. Because of the way it sounds so muddy, I'm going to change my inversions, okay? right? It's the same chords, just in a different position. Okay, so now that we have that, or we can even bring it up an octave, whichever you choose to do, we need to find what's going on in the right hand. We're going to play a G. We're going to play that one chord with a 6. So we have G6. We put it in first inversion. We're just moving everything up. And that tells us all our notes in the exact position. And we get something like this. All right? Okay. Now, before we end this, I'm going to give credit to who I got this lick from. It's actually a Kevin Bonds lick, and it was in the song The Lord's Prayer from the Potter's House Mass Choir. When I first heard it, the way he placed it, it was absolutely amazing. And I've always loved this little lick. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like content like this, go ahead and like and subscribe. And if you are watching this video and you like what's going on, but you're saying to yourself, hey, I'm clearly missing some foundational elements, I'm not able to follow along as well as I would like, then I would suggest you check out my link in the description below where I talk about passing chords. It's actually a free course. If you would like me to work on a video idea that's going in your mind, hey man, you're thinking, I would like to learn more about this topic, drop that in the comment section below. Well, until next time, remember this, great worship leaders are always learning. I'll see you next week.